welcome back to Redneck Snack, where life is too short to be serious. See, it's things like these that made me think, maybe it's good just to change to Redneck Snack. I am a snack, right? Okay, time to be a little bit serious. But yeah, like, I've never done really a non-food review. Maybe once or twice I'd go on long enough where I could say it's not a food review, but this is not a food review. I'm gonna look at this Happy Meal. I'm gonna describe it to you. I'm gonna describe the toys to you. I have all 10 with me, but we're not gonna go through that. There's plenty of other outlets and videos on that, so I don't want to waste your time. I want to make something different. We are gonna briefly talk about Eternals as a movie, and we're gonna look at this Happy Meal, see what toy I get. Hopefully I get an Eternals toy. If I do not, that's why I got the 10 toys. Just grab one and say, oh, this is the one I got. But yeah, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, and check out my Instagram, Redneck Snack. So, pretty cool box. You got all 10 Eternals on the box. You got the 10 toys featured on the box and the smile. So there's a smile. I'm going to try and hold it like this. Oh, yes, that's perfect. And that's your thumbnail, because we see all 10 of them. Very interesting movie. I'm not going to try and get into spoilers, but, spoiler alert. Again, spoiler alert. Again, spoiler alert. I am going to do one spoiler here. There are some deaths in the movie. And I came into this movie thinking, they're going to have to kill some people off, right? They're going to have to do it. There's 10 characters. How are you going to develop these very well? And I don't think they did a great job at that either. But how are they all going to make it out, And it's like, I had read some spoilers beforehand and, kind of threw them to the side. I was like, I forgot about them. And then when I was watching the movie, I was like, oh, so that was true. But anyways, let's go ahead and look. I did get an Eternals toy. So let's go ahead and look at the box. So you've got the smile. And then you got the Try Me on the app with the game, and then the toys right there. And yeah, so I guess if you put it on your phone, it lights up the toy. You can also use your flashlight thing once all this expires. Here's the front. So it's got those 5 characters in the front. Interesting, when Icarus is a very popular, important character, and he's on the side here. But the 2 very important characters right there are right in the corner. So, but yeah, so Ajax was their leader, or is their leader. I can say was because I watched it, so I'm not actively watching it now. You've got Makari, Druig, Phaistos, Cersei, Icarus, Gilgamesh, Thanos, Kingo, and Sprite. So very interesting movie that we're gonna go ahead and review once I look at what toy I got. And I got their leader, Ajax, toy number 6. And many of you may be wondering why she's toy number 6 when she's the leader. Well, I'm not gonna touch up on that, but there are good reasons. But yeah, so what do I think of Eternals? What do I think of this movie? Well, I can see where the critics are coming from. I enjoyed it. A lot of times when critics trash a movie, I still enjoy the movie. I'm still like, okay, this was good. This was okay. And then when I go and watch it more and more, I kind of start to see why critics didn't like it. It starts to become more clear. It takes more than one time. I'm not like an expertise. I'm looking at a movie once and saying, oh, this was definitely great or terrible. I gotta keep watching it. And so that was the case with the last Star Wars movie. I was like, I really loved this. It was great. And then I started watching it more, and I was like, now I'm kind of seeing, when I'm paying attention a little bit more, it's got a lot more flaws than maybe one would think about. So I can see the flaws in this movie. But with it being the first time seeing it, I enjoyed it. What was my issue about it? The biggest issue, it just doesn't feel connected to the Marvel Universe. It just feels too big, too you know, unique to itself. Like, I'm not saying this would have never fit in the Marvel Universe. What I'm saying is, it's just not ready to be in the Marvel Universe. We just got through Thanos, you know? We just got through that big train wreck. And then you're gonna, you know, you had the TVA kind of make it kind of less meaningful. And I'm cool with the multiverse, you know? I'm very cool with it. But it's just a lot. You know? They're rushing a lot of different things at us at one time. Bring us some multiverse, cool. But don't bring us these Eternals where you got these bigger things in play in the universe. Like, it's just like, I want to have attachment to the current Marvel Universe, and you're kind of making it dwarfed down. And it's like you're rushing this on me. So you got that, you know. Of course, you're not getting a lot of time with each character. You're not really getting to understand their backstory, kind of relate with them. You're just kind of living in the present day. You'll get some flashbacks here and there, and it's just all over the place. It really is. Like, some of the characters you will not see for half of the movie. You'll see some characters at the beginning, then they won't show up till the end. You'll see a character, you know, that wasn't in there for 2/3 of the movie. You just show up, and it's like, it's complicated. It really is. You know, the villains of this movie, again, very complicated and all over the place. A lot of things going on, and it's like, you know, why couldn't we have more time or more understanding, more depth to it? And it was a 3-hour movie, but it still just felt kind of like, let's just get through this, you know? Let's just introduce these people. And it's just like the relationships kind of felt forced. You know, you just kind of they put it in your face. And they didn't really give a lot of emotion to it. So it's just like, kind of build on that a little bit better. Use the recipe that works. We do like something new, something different. But I just think this went too far. Too, you know, aspirational. And it definitely needed a lot of work. Just like, and like, how are you going to beat the overarching, you know, antagonist? How are you going to solve this problem? What are you going to do, you know? And how are you going to tie into things with the Avengers? And how are these antagonists, how are they not going to get in the way of everything? Like, you know, you got to have this one baddie who's really important throughout, you know, the next 3 phases. There's just like no direction right now, and it's a little frustrating. So my hope is that the Spider-Man movie is really good. I thought the other 2 were okay. I think they're okay. They're not something I love. I really hope it's not like the Spider-Man 3, the original one. That's my hope. It's just like, you know, I loved it when I was a kid, but when I started watching it, I started to see the cringeworthy parts of it. Just all over the place. And I don't know. I'm intrigued to see what happens with the, again, spoiler, surviving Eternal characters. I think there's like 6 of them with their powers left. So I'm intrigued, but I didn't expect all of them to make it out. I was like, you know, how are you going to do this? With all the reviews, I was like, did they really leave all 10 out there? But I was like, I was looking at Eternal's death, just trying to walk into a spoiler, but trying to figure out if anyone died. Like, I wanted to know, is there really anything at stake? And, you know, partially, but I think you knew coming into this movie, no matter the conflict, you know, it's gonna come, you know, with a satisfactory ending to it. Like, you know, I just wish there was more of a plot that had this, dark ending to it, to kind of lead the Eternals somewhere together, all together at one, just trying to figure out something, trying to save the world of something. Well, something bigger than saving the world. And while we do get that, while they are on a mission, it's just like, what have you done with the universe, guys? So I just don't think we were ready. I think this was something that kind of needed to be saved for down the line, and Marvel just wanted to go for it. And I don't think they miserably failed, but I don't think they really succeeded. So yeah, movie gets like a 6 out of 10 for me. That's where it pretty much was with the initial rating from critics. But I liked it, but a lot of issues, a lot of things they got to flesh out throughout the remainder of these phases with Eternals. So definitely interesting. Hopefully next year's slate of movies way better. We'll see. Spider-Man's still coming, Hawkeye coming. The shows have been pretty good. So I like Shang-Chi, but I don't know. I just think Eternals is a lot, and be prepared for it. You'll like it, but there are some rush things. So just a plot that's just messy. I think that's fair to say. Anyways, that is my review. I'm gonna stick to it. Maybe it'll change when I watch it again. Probably not, but hopefully you go watch it, get a Happy Meal. Maybe you'll get Ajax. Maybe you'll get Icarus. Maybe someone else. Who knows? But yeah, that's what's in your Happy Meal for at least a couple more weeks. I will see y'all around.